Chapter The Shoeshine. Intro. There are many educated young people who fail to get the job of their liking. They do not have enough money to buy food and shelter. Therefore, they are compelled to do some odd jobs. Summary. Sashti Brata came to Delhi one day. He was searching for a job. He was standing outside the tea house in Connaught Circus. He had little money with him. He could not afford to buy a plate of potato chips and a cup of coffee. A shoeshine named Shovan Lal happened to come there just then. He asked the young man to get his shoes polished. The young man expressed his helplessness. He could not afford shoe polish. The shoeshine laughed to learn that. He remarked that only a man with well-polished shoes could get a job in Delhi. The shoeshine's remark irritated the young man. The shoeshine asked him a number of questions. The young man learned that a shoeshine earned from rupees 3 to 5 a day. It was more than the earning of a clerk. He asked the shoeshine if he could also adopt that trade. The funny question made the shoeshine laugh. The young man had been a university student who could speak English. Shoeshining was not a suitable job for him. The young man told Shovan Lal that he did not bother about status of the job. Shovan Lal told the young man that he would have to seek the shoeshines union's permission. It worried the young man. The poor fellow had no money to buy the polishing stuff. Shovan Lal asked the young man to see him at 11 o'clock at night. They could have further talks with the members of the union then. The young man kept walking along the streets of Delhi for 5 hours. Then they met at the appointed time. Shovan Lal introduced the young man with his fellows. The members of the shoeshine union had a lengthy discussion. At last, they gave him a chance when he agreed to help them with the correspondence. The young man embraced Shovan Lal joyfully. The shoeshine union collected money to buy the box and other material for the young man. The young man spent the night with Shovan Lal. Some word meanings. Imagine is suppose, kalpana karna. Similar is alike, saman roop wala. Situation is condition, halat. Idly is carelessly. Nishprayojan. Afford is buy, kharidna. Persisted is stressed, जोड़ दिया. Puzzled is confused, परेशान. Irritated is annoyed, चिढ़ा हुआ. Instantly is at once, तुरंत. Seized is held, पकड़ लिया. Shiver is trembling, कंपकपी. Hesitantly is shyly, झिझकते हुए. Pavement is footpath, पटरी. Persuading is convincing, रजामंद करना. Status is position, पदवी. Straight away is at once, तुरंत. Reluctantly is unwillingly, अनिच्छा से. Profitable is gainful, लाभप्रद. Extra is additional, अतिरिक्त. Hopelessness is despair, निराशा. Possessed is calmed, अधिकार किया. Goal is aim, उद्देश्य. Stuff is material, सामान. Quickened is hastened, तेज किया. Somehow is one way or the other, किसी न किसी तरीके से. Achieved is got, प्राप्त किया. Architecture is science of building. Vastukala. Authorities is officers. Adhikarigan. Hawkers is vendors. Feriwala. Obviously is clearly. Spashtah. Correspondence is exchange of letters. Patra Vyavahar. Dispersed is went on different direction. Bikhar gaye. Question answers. Question. How did Shovan Lal react to the young man's proposal to start as a shoeshine? The young man proposed that he would start his careers as a shoeshine. Shovan Lal was shocked, surprised, and hurt. He didn't believe that an educated fellow should do such a low job. Question. Describe the first meeting of the young man and Shovan Lal, the shoeshine boy. Answer. The young man was standing outside the tea house in Kannad Circus. A shoeshine came there just then. He asked the young man to get his shoes polished. The writer expressed his helplessness. However, he could not get rid of the shoeshine. Question. What objections did the members of the Shoeshine Association have in accepting the young man as a member? How far do you agree to their objections? Give reasons. The members of the Shoeshine Association objected to the inclusion of the young man among them. They were initially reluctant to accept him because their income would be reduced. Thus, they will be suffering due to financial loss. I do not agree to their baseless objections. The inclusion of one more shoeshine could not reduce their income too much. Question. Had you been in place of the young man, what would you have been your choice of profession? Give reasons. Answer. I been in place of the young man, I would choose the profession of a clerk. The clerk works in an office. He is respected in society. His room has all facilities. Question. Do you think the young man will continue as a shoeshine? Give reasons for your answer. I think the young man will not continue to work as a shoeshine. He will feel shy of doing this job. His friends and relations will curse him. Moreover, he will get a better job sooner or later. Question. Shovan Lal, though poor, was a large-hearted. Give at least one example in support of your answer. Answer. Shovan Lal was a poor man. He worked as a shoeshine. He realized the plight of the poor young man. His heart melted with pity. He knew that the young man's inclusion in the shoeshine trade would also reduce his income. Yet he did not bother about his personal benefit. He persuaded other shoeshines to help the helpless young man. He also gave some money to Shovan Lal to buy material. This shows he was large-hearted. Question. The narrator literally jumped with joy when he was allowed to become a shoeshine. What does this mean? Answer. The narrator was allowed to become a shoeshine. It solved his problem of food and work. It was his biggest achievement. Therefore, he jumped with joy. It means he was highly excited. Question. Did the narrator look down upon the work of a shoeshine? Give reasons. No, the narrator did not look down upon the work of a shoeshine. It fetched more income than the salary of a government clerk. Moreover, this was an independent work. He willingly offered himself to become a shoeshine. Question. It is what kind of people we are that is more important than the way we earn our living. How is this exemplified in the story? Answer. Shovan Lal and his friends worked as shoeshines. They earned their living in a low and beggarly way. However, they were full of human values. They helped the narrator with money. It shows their friendly nature and sense of sportsmanship. It shows that attitude to work is more important than the way we earn our living. They had hearts of gold. Question. Imagine yours are the young men. Write a page in your diary recording your reaction to the cooperative gesture of the members of the Shoeshine Association. Dear Diary, there was a union of the Shoeshine working in Connaught Circus. It had 30 members. Shovan Lal was to persuade these members to let me, the author, work as a shoeshine. He found that most of them were against it. That would reduce the income of each shoeshine. Shovan Lal convinced them that he was an educated man. I could help the union in getting license for them. Finally, license for them. Finally, they agreed reluctantly. Again, there was the problem of money for buying the shoeshine material for me. For this, Shovan Lal collected money from other members. Thus, problem of money too was solved. Question. Write how Shovan Lal had convinced the members of the Shoeshine Association about the rationale behind his suggestion to include the young men as a shoeshine. Question का answer. Shovan Lal belonged to a poor family. After his father's death, he had to leave schooling. He became a shoeshine boy to stand on his feet. He was of friendly and sympathetic nature. At first, he tried to convince the writer that the shoeshine's job was below his dignity. But when the writer told him about his plight and urgent need, he got ready to help him. Shovan Lal was good at reasoning. He persuaded his friends to let the author to work as a shoeshine in Connaught Circus. Being an educated person, he could help the union in solving their trouble with the authorities. Thus, he made them include him in their company. Question. Suppose you are the young educated man. Your father has came to know about your new profession and is unhappy at your decision. Write a letter to convince your father that your decision was the best option in these circumstances. Answer. Connaught Place, New Delhi, October 26, 2023. Respected father, in my last letter, I told you that I have started working as shoeshine here. Through your letter, I have come to know that my decision of adopting the profession of a shoeshine has made you unhappy. I am explaining the circumstances which compelled me to do so. I was unemployed. I came to New Delhi from Calcutta in search of a job. I was left with 5 rupees only. I was disappointed. One day, I met a shoeshine. He earned from 3 to 5 rupees a day. Moreover, I could not get the polished job of a clerk. I was starving and needed an urgent source of income. Therefore, I decided to go ahead with polishing shoes. After all, no work is mean or low. Moreover, the Shoeshine Union needed an educated person to help them in their trouble with authorities. Dear Papa, please excuse me if I have hurt your feelings. With regards, your affectionately, Shasti Bhatta. Write a paragraph on profession of my choice. Answer. Profession of my choice. Different people have different tastes and temperaments. Being a human being, I too have my own choices. I do not aim at having wealth, power, or social status. The right choice of profession exercises a great influence on our social and economic well being. A businessman leads a life of drudgery. He is simply money minded and has no enjoyments. A lawyer lives by telling lies. He is interested in making the rival parties quarrel. A doctor usually charges high fees which poor patients cannot pay. A clerk leads a hand to mouth and hard life. The profession I like most in that of a teacher is that of a teacher. It is a noble and white collared profession. He commands a great respect in society. He looks after the all round development of his pupils. He is a nation builder in the true sense of the word. He makes the student well behaved and disciplined. He helps them to become useful citizens for society. That is why I have opted to be a teacher. Question. The writer's name was Shashti Bhatta. Question. The shoeshine's name was Shovan Lal. Question. Shashti Bhatta was a famous writer. Question. The young man came to Delhi in search of a job. The young man was standing outside the tea house in Kannad Circus. According to the shoeshine, only a man with well polished shoes could get a job in Delhi. The writer learned that a shoeshine earned more than a clerk. Shovan Lal will have to seek permission from the shoeshine union. The union collected money to buy the box and other material for the writer. Question. When the union agreed to accept the young man as a shoeshine, the young man embraced Shovan Lal joyfully. Question. How much money did the young man have? The young man had only 5 rupees and some loose change. Question. Why was the shoeshine puzzled? Answer. The shoeshine was puzzled to know that the young man had not even 4 annas for a shoe polish. Question. Why did the shoeshine suggest that the author should get his shoes polished? Answer. The shoeshine gave a reason that the author would get a job soon with the polished shoes. Question. In what sense was the author an educated man? Answer. The author was an educated man because he had been to university. Question. What would happen if the writer works as a shoeshine in Kannad place? It would decrease the income of the other shoeshines if the writer works as a shoeshine in the Kannad circus. What made India great in the past? Answer. India's achievement in the fields of astronomy, algebra, architecture, poetry, music, and art made her great. Question. How was polishing shoes on the pavement like begging? Answer. Polishing shoes on the pavement was like begging because it was illegal. Question. How were the authorities troubling the shoeshine union? Answer. The authorities were troubling the shoeshine union by not granting licenses to their members. Question. How much did the shoeshine earn? Answer. The shoeshine earned about 3 to 5 rupees. The shoeshine earned about 3 rupees on a bad day and about 5 rupees on a good day. Question. What wouldn't Shovan Lal be doing if he could speak English? Answer. Shovan Lal would not be polishing other people's shoes if he could speak English. Question. Why did Shovan Lal call himself unfortunate? Shovan Lal called himself unfortunate because he had lost his father in the childhood. in his childhood? Answer or question. What became the goal of the author's life? Answer. To work as a shoeshine became the goal of his life. Question. Where had the author came from and why? The author had came from Calcutta to Delhi. He was an educated fellow. He had been to university. He was searching a job. Question. Where did the author meet the shoeshine and why? Answer. The author was standing outside the tea house in Kannada Circus. He was idly watching the traffic. A shoeshine happened to came there. The shoeshine asked him casually to get his shoes polished. Question. Why did the author wonder? Answer. The author had only a 5 rupee note and some loose change. He was wandering in Kannada Circus. It is a place of restaurants. Only rich people can have coffee and snacks there. The author wondered if he could afford a cup of coffee and a plate of potato chips. Question. Give the initial conversation between Shovalal and the writer. Shovan. Cream and polish, sir. Your shoes do need a polish. Writer. Yes, I know, but I can't afford it. Shovan. Can't afford even 4 annas? Writer. I can't afford 4 annas for a shoe polish. Question. What did the author tell Shovan about himself? Answer. The writer told Shovan that he had come to Delhi from Calcutta. He had been to the university. He had come to Delhi in search of job. He had only a 5 rupee note and some loose change. Question. How, according to Shovan and the writer, could one get a job? Answer. According to Shovan one can't get a job with dirty shoes. The boss Shalis don't like them. The boss Sahils don't like them. The writer got irritated and remarked that the boss Sahils don't seem to like him in any case. Question. Why did Shovan want the writer to meet him at 11 o'clock? Answer. Kannada Circus remained crowded till late at night. The shoeshines had a roaring business by that time. However, therefore, Shovan wanted the writer to meet him at 11 o'clock. Then he would be free to talk with his friends. Question. How did the problem between the shoeshines union and the authorities affect the shoeshines? Answer. The authorities had refused to grant licenses to the shoeshines. As a result, shoeshining on the pavements became illegal. The helpless shoeshines had to depend on the goodwill of the policemen. Question. What is the difference between the past and the present of present day India? Answer. India had made remarkable progress in the fields of astronomy, algebra, architecture, poetry, music, and arts. They made her great. The present day India is unable to give employment to the educated and education to a poor boy. Question. Why did the writer decide to become a shoeshine? Answer. The writer had come to Delhi in search of a job. He was disappointed because he was left with 5 rupees only. He learned that a shoeshine earned from 3 to 5 rupees a day. He decided to go ahead with polishing shoes. Moreover, he was doubtful about getting work in some office. Question. Why did Shoman Lal and his fellow shoeshine help the author became a shoeshine? Answer. The author told Shoman Lal that he was jobless and wanted to become a shoeshine. Shoman Lal took him to his friends. They learned that the author knew English. He could help the union in its correspondence with the authorities. Therefore, they helped him with money to become a shoeshine. Question. Give a brief character sketch of Shovan Lal. Answer. Shoval Lal belonged to a poor family. He was still a, at a school when his father died. There was nobody else to help him. He was compelled to stand on his own feet. As ill luck would have it, he had to become a shoeshine boy. Shovan Lal was friendly and sympathetic by nature. At first, he apprised the author that the job of shoeshine was below his dignity. Soon he became to know about the author's miserable plight. Without a second thought, he launched to help him as much as possible. Shoval Lal persuaded his friends to let the author work as a shoeshine in Kannad circus. He collected money and enabled the author to earn a living as a shoeshine boy. Question: why did the author decide to become a shoeshine? How did he succeed? Answer: the author had sought SOUGHT university education. He was unemployed then. He came to New Delhi from Calcutta in search of a job. He was left with a 5 rupees note and some loose change. He was feeling desperate and disappointed. One day, he happened to meet a shoeshine named Shovan Lal. He learned from the shoeshine that he earned from 3 to 5 rupees daily. He decided to adopt shoeshining as his profession. He was honest in his decision. He did not consider any job as mean or low. He was doubtful about getting a job in some office. He consulted Shovan Lal and the other shoeshines. They agreed uh, willy nilly to accept him as their fellow shoeshine considering his merit. They even collected money for him to meet his requirements. In this way, he succeeded in becoming a shoeshine. Whew, the chapter is ended. Oh.